Hi, everybody. Good to see you today. And what do I have to say? I ran a half marathon yesterday. I'm actually training for a half marathon in 3 weeks, and yesterday was my first time running that distance in a while, and felt pretty good actually. I've never properly trained for a half marathon before. I've always done it. I've always just kind of trained for a 5K and seen what happens. And it's been okay. I've had decent times, but this time I wanted to do the legit training. So yesterday I ran a half marathon, actually more than a half marathon, almost 14 miles. And what's amazing is with a little bit of training, I actually don't feel totally destroyed today. And I had the time last night to write another composition for you guys. So I think I might jump in and play that for you. I actually just finished it right before this show, just a few minutes ago. But before I do, I want to say hi. Hi, Alan Hagyard. Hi, Frank. Hi, Carol. Hi, Grace. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Molly. Hi, Judy. And who's in Paris. Hi, Jen Detour, who's also in Paris. Freda, Freda Tepfer, she's a cousin of mine, who's in Erie, Pennsylvania. Kristen Berardi, whom we all know, wonderful singer, who's in Switzerland right now. Daniele Prolong, also in Switzerland. Bill Chapin from Chicago. Silvano Raffo in Italy. Ron Rosenthal in Miami. Sharon Girard in Connecticut. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jen Detour asks Kristen when she will do a jack trip with me. Actually, we've been talking about it. Now that she's in Switzerland, it's kind of doable. I mean, it's pretty far, but we can make it work. But she needs to get a little bit of audio gear so that we can do it. Yeah, hello, Gia Gogatishvili, who's in Tbilisi, Georgia. Have I told you guys that I've been to Georgia twice? Is it 3 times? Twice, I think. I think I've been there twice, and just have had the most amazing time every time. If you haven't had Georgian food, it's definitely one of the great cuisines of the world, and they have so much culture there, music and dance. Pretty amazing place. Hi, Valeria. All right. Thank you all for being here today, and I'm gonna jump right in and play this new tune that I have for you. This doesn't have a name yet, and as usual, I hope you'll help me find a name for it. So please let me know in the comments what you think might be a good title. Here we go. There you go. A totally brand new song. I just finished right before this live stream, just for you. Alan Hagyard says, title, not too catchy, 13.1 miles of self-reflection. Kind of like it, actually. You know, there's a composition by John Coltrane called 26-2, which has, I haven't seen any direct evidence for this, but it has to have something to do with the length of a marathon, because the tune is pretty long and thorny. It goes like this. "26-2" by John Coltrane, and I haven't played that in a while. That's a tough one. Anyway, yeah. So as far as the title for the previous song I played, let's see. Mr. PJBXYZ on YouTube says "Contemplating" as a title. Yeah, that could definitely work. I want to say hi to Frederick Thaler on YouTube, who's my friend Jesse Thaler's father. Actually, I think I mentioned to you guys that I'm doing a project with a professor of theoretical physics at MIT, and that's Jesse Thaler, and his dad is on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Hi, Fred. So let's see, we have Contemplating as a title. We have Marlia Reese seconds Paul James's title of Contemplating. Okay, it's a pretty good name. Oh, Joyce suggests Tableau. I like these. Let's see. I'm gonna write these down. Paul James Brown, Contemplating. Joyce, Glasgow, Tableau. At some point I'm going to have to catch up on like all the old tunes and just kind of solidify titles for them so that we can name them. Steve Cantor says, gotta love that you've got 26.2 on call. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Could have been a little smoother. There were a couple of moments I was like, ugh. But yeah, it's pretty much in there. It's one of those songs, it's like once Giant Steps feels easy to you, which, you know, if you're gonna be a competent jazz musician, Giant Steps should feel easy to you, you know, by your late teens or something. Then you got to go onto some other things, and 26.2 is one of those. Mike Seitz, who hasn't been with us in a while. Hi, Mike. Great to hear you. He says, love the B flat against the B mixed minor major. Sounds troubled. Yeah, exactly. I like those sounds too. So it's really, I think of it as we're in B minor, but we go to the 6th chord of B minor, which is a very interesting chord. If you're in B minor, the 6th chord is G major, but in fact, it's got this very interesting sharp 9 in it. Which is pretty cool because, you know, we all love those chords, right? Very powerful, but they're not so powerful if they just emerge as verticalities. If there's just kind of like, bam, that sound. They're more powerful if they're in a tonal context, and placing them as, well, that's really where they come from, I think, is as the 6th degree of the minor mode. So, Marlia Reese says, sounds like breathing. It could be named after that half marathon. Breathing. I like that too. I like breathing. Okay. What am I going to play now? Let's see. Kristen Berardi says what 14 miles sounds like. I think in reference to 26.2. I think I'm going to do a free improvisation for you guys. How about you give me a key and a time signature? We haven't done that in a little while. I actually wrote myself an app that gives me a key, a random key, a random time signature, and a random theme, and also some random keys to modulate to in the free improvisation. That's been kind of fun to practice with, but I just want to get some requests from you. Yeah. What you got? What you got for keys and time signatures? This is always the problem with live streaming, is there's a little bit of a delay. I think about 12 seconds. Frank Schumann says, M in pi. Okay, thanks a lot. Very helpful. Tom Brownstein says 5-4. Okay. 5/4 it is. Oh, Renana Gutman's with us. Request one note samba. Yeah, but right now I'm going to do a free improvisation. Okay, Mark Mitchell on YouTube asked for C minor and 5/4. So that's what's going to be, you guys. C minor, free improvisation, C minor in 5. Here we go. And maybe I'll sing with a free improv. That would be fun. Here we go. Free improvisation for you in C minor in 5/4. Tom Braunstein says, reminded me of the sound of Sweden in the 60s, Jan Johansson. I don't think I know Jan Johansson. Joyce Glasgow says, today feels dark and woody. That's what comes to me. A black lacquered wooden piano resonates deep, rich tones, vibrating in space, a sound like brandy aged in oak casks, golden, cultivated, warming, timeless, voice floating over in contrast. So evocative, as always, Joyce. Thank you. In fact, since I just read a comment by Joyce Glasgow, I think I'm going to make do on a song that Joyce has been requesting for several weeks now. She's been asking for a song by Wayne Shorter, which I've never played before, actually. This is a song called Anna Maria, and he wrote it for his wife, I believe. I don't know too much about the history of it. In fact, if some of you know more, please fill us in. But in the meantime, I'm going to play this song. This is an interesting one. The original recording, I think it's the original recording. Wayne actually plays piano alongside Herbie Hancock, and also plays the sweetest soprano saxophone melody that you can possibly conceive of. It's just like pure perfection, the way he plays that melody. Jen Detour says to Joyce Glasgow, we should do wine brandy tastings while Dan plays. I think that's an excellent idea. The more you drink, the better I sound. Maybe I should be drinking some wine and brandy too. Okay, this is Anna Maria by Wayne Shorter, special for Joyce Glasgow. Beautiful song, right? Anna Maria by Wayne Shorter. Yeah, it's funny. It's not a song of Wayne's that's covered a lot. He has so many fantastic compositions, and that's not one of the ones that's most covered. So thanks to Joyce for making that request. Daniele Prolong says, "What a beautiful original composition. Love your rendition of it." Yeah, that is a special one. It's interesting. It's all built on one simple motive, Ba, ba, do, dee, do, dee, da. But and it's just that melody repeating over and over again with just enough variation to keep it interesting. Wayne is, like all good composers, he's a master of doing a lot with very little. On YouTube, Boisseau Live says, "Un grand bravo depuis les Cévennes, another great Monday evening à t'écouter au coin du feu," which means a big bravo from the Cévennes, which is a beautiful area of France. What are we going to do now? I had a lot of fun playing that 26-2 by John Coltrane. I wonder if I should play another Coltrane song. Unless you have some more requests. I saw there's a request for one-note samba, but believe it or not, I actually don't know one-note samba. I should learn that since it mostly has one note. Although it doesn't just have one note. It has a whole part that's many more than one note. Maybe there's another request of yours. Daniele Prolong points out that yesterday was Ravel's birthday. Anything inspired by Ravel? Wow. The best I could do that's inspired by Ravel right now would be a free improvisation. And I think, even though he's one of my all-time favorite composers, I think I'm not going to do that right now. Molly Shen points out that spring is coming really soon. Some spring song. That's a good idea. There's spring is here. There's spring can really hang you up the most. You must believe in spring. How about you must believe in spring? Okay, I'll play You Must Believe in Spring. That was You Must Believe in Spring by Michel Legrand. Not the happiest spring song. It's like definitely. I mean, the sentiment in the song is definitely very positive, but the feeling in the music is pretty pretty somber. It's really more of a winter song, because what it is it's speaking to winter, speaking to somebody who's under the spell of winter and reminding them that spring will come. So in fact, not really a spring song, more of a winter song. Joyce Glasgow says, please sing Hejira or other Joni tune in honor of International Women's Day. Wow, what a great idea. Yeah, today, I believe today is International Women's Day. I don't think I can sing Hejira right now. It's really tough, that song. I don't think I remember all the lyrics. Wow, Grace Chu requests Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday for Women's Day. That's a fantastic request, but that's kind of it's an untouchable song. Maybe there'll come a day when I feel comfortable singing Strange Fruit. You know, Strange Fruit was not actually written by Billie Holiday. She absolutely made the song what it is, and she championed it, and she sang it against all odds, but it was written by a Jewish guy from New York. Yeah. Okay, I think the Joni Mitchell song I could sing today would be Both Sides Now. A great idea. I'll sing Both Sides Now in honor of Joni Mitchell and International Women's Day. Rose and flows, rose and flows, rose and flows of angel hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at life that way. But now they always block the sun. They rain and they snow on everyone. So many things I could have done, but clouds got in the way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, but still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, that dizzy dancing way that you feel when all your fairy tales come real. I've looked at love that way. But now it's just another show, and you leave them laughing when you go. But if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Dreams and schemes and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends, they're acting strange. They shake their heads and tell me that I've changed. But something's lost and something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. Great Joni Mitchell's Both Sides Now. And I was just thinking yesterday that I need to practice her songs a little more because, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to bust out his Jura whenever. But, you know, since I don't have a lot of experience as a singer, it's hard for me to remember lyrics. In fact, I messed up a couple lyrics in Both Sides Now just now. So it's just something I need to work on. And also his Jura has difficult lyrics. I mean, all of Joni's songs are so profound lyrically and complex that I find it tough to remember the lyrics. Molly Shen asks, can you tell us the genesis of the New Yorker story? Thank you for reminding me about the mic. I had the mic off. Hopefully you heard what I was saying. What was I saying? Yeah, I was just saying that I need to practice Joni Mitchell songs kind of regularly so that I can bust them out at any time. But they're kind of they're challenging. They're really challenging. They're complex and they have tough lyrics. So anyway, so Molly Shen asks, what is the genesis of the New Yorker story? So some of you may have seen that I think it was on Tuesday of this last week, the New Yorker, which happens to be my very favorite magazine in the world. It was my grandmother's favorite magazine. She read it religiously. We've had it in my family since I was a kid. I remember, you know, as a 9 or 10-year-old, I would read the New Yorker and kind of like sneak into the short story at the end, which sometimes was a little probably meant for an older audience than myself at the time. So anyway, yeah, the New Yorker ran a really nice piece about the work that I've been doing with Jack Trip, and if you want to see it, I posted it on my social media. So you know that's on this Facebook channel, on my on Twitter, which my username is Tepfer Dan. And the way that piece came about is that Fred Kaplan, who is a veteran journalist, he's a veteran political reporter, but also super passionate about jazz and also about sound, about hi-fis and things like that. He wrote a huge profile of Cécile McLaurin-Salvant, who's this amazing jazz singer that I actually did one of the Jack Trip streams with. He wrote a profile of her in the New Yorker, and that was one of those huge profiles they do, you know, this whatever, 40,000 words. And when she did her live stream, when we did the Jack Trip live stream together, he watched that and he got really interested in what I was doing, and he started watching all of the ones I did after that, especially the Jack Trip ones, but also some of these solo ones. And he would keep asking me questions here and there, and I thought, you know, he was just checking it out. But then finally in November, he told me that he was going to write a story for the New Yorker about it, but that it's never guaranteed if it's going to run. And originally it was going to run in print. It was going to run in the Talk of the Town section, which is that section at the beginning of the New Yorker. So I was pretty excited about that, but there was no guarantee that it would happen. So he actually joined on a Zoom call. He joined Eric Harland and Jorge Roeder and myself for the rehearsal we did for my very first trio Jack Trip session, which was in late November of last year. And he was on the line for 3 hours checking it out. And he wrote his piece, and then I just kind of didn't hear about it for a while, and I'd get occasional updates. And then it turned out it was just going to come out digitally on the New Yorker digital site. But even that took quite a while, and it just came out. And I'm really honored. It's amazing to be in that magazine. And I got a lot of nice email, and it's clear that a lot of people saw it. So that's pretty cool. Grace Chu says, do you know any songs from fellow Yamaha artist Sarah Oh, how do you pronounce her name? I'm going to totally butcher her name. Champion of Music Education in Canada. I actually don't. I should learn a song of hers. I don't know very many songs. And Mike Seitz says, normally this is not a song that speaks much to me, except the way Dan puts a spin on it. It's completely transformed into something quite touching, really. I have to say, haven't really heard any Joni Mitchell songs that don't touch me. I just think they're so profound. So that answers your question about how the New Yorker piece came about, just very organically. And yeah, again, very grateful that it happened. I think, I have an announcement to make. I have another ticketed Jack Trip stream coming up, and it's with somebody very special. Hopefully many of you saw the film Birdman. Birdman, incredible film that I thought was a pretty profound work of art and really explored the kind of subtleties and insanities of being a performer, of being a person who's on stage. Filmed by Iñárritu, the Mexican director. The score was entirely improvised and composed by one of my favorite drummers. And here he is. His name is Antonio Sanchez. And we're going to do a duo live stream on March 13th, Sunday, March 13th. So that's a week from yesterday. This should be really, really fun. It's my first time doing a ticketed live stream duo with a percussionist. And duo with percussion is something I've really loved to do because there's a lot of space for free improvisation. And I think that's a lot of what we're going to do together is free improvisation, but compositional free improvisation. So I'm really excited about this. This should really be something special, and really hope you can join us. As usual, tickets are $5 at dantepfer.com/tix, T-I-X. If you go there, you'll see the list of timings in various different countries from New York to from the various coasts of the U.S. to various places in Europe and in Australia and in Asia. So again, Antonio literally made the entire score to Birdman. He's a huge part of that movie. And he's also one of the greatest jazz drummers out there. Incredible player. I think he has 5 Grammys, if I remember right, including a Grammy for that score, or I think maybe 2 Grammys for that score. So yeah, hope you can join us. That's going to be a lot of fun. And right, Saturday, March 13th. I misspoke. I said it was a week from yesterday, but it's a week from 2 days ago. So hope to see you there. Now I think I'm going to play one last song for you, and I have no idea what it's going to be. Anybody have a request of something that I know? I would love to hear that. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna just randomly change the camera view just to keep you entertained. Hello. Daniele Prolong says, I hope the New Yorker piece triples your audience. That would be nice. I hope so too. Yeah, and Carol McGoffin points out that the Grammys are next Sunday, which is actually the reason we're not doing it on Sunday and we're doing it on Saturday, because Antonio's wife, I think they're married, Thana Alexa, is actually up for a Grammy. And so, of course, he couldn't do it on Sunday. They're going to be virtually assisting. They're going to be in the virtual audience for the awards show. Okay, Jen Detour requests Lush Life. Haruki Sato requests Porgy. Henry Ladovig says, I could not join your stream for a couple of Mondays, and it feels so good to be back again. Greetings from Salzburg. Greetings to you, Henry. Great to have you here. Michael Lottis says, well, you needn't. Feels like probably I should play something kind of up. Well, you needn't is a pretty cool request. Yeah, how about Well, You Needn't? I think I'm going to do Well, You Needn't in 7. Yeah, I used to do Well, You Needn't in 7/4 in the A sections and 5/4 in the B section. And here we go. Well, You Needn't by Thelonious Monk to finish this stream. Oh, wow. Joyce Glasgow points out that Thana is performing on the pre-Grammy show. Well, that explains it. Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, well, you needn't, by the great Thelonious Monk in 7/4 and in 5/4. I hope you enjoyed that. It's been really nice connecting with you today. This has been really fun. And one of my simplest live streams in a while. No natural machines, no disc clavier, no algorithms, no jack trip, just you and me and some music, some piano music, some vocal music. Keeping it simple today, which is really fun sometimes. Mike Sight says, sometimes it's nice to cheat and figure out my voicings, which I guess refers to the overhead camera view. Glad you enjoy that. Jen Detour says, merci Dan, the running man. Yeah, I've been really enjoying running more. It's good for you. I recommend it. I've been running about around 17 to 22 miles a week, which isn't that much. People run really seriously. They run like 40 to 50 miles a week, but it's more than I usually do. Usually I would do about half that. So yeah, I recommend that, and also I recommend coming to the show on Saturday with Antonio Sanchez. That's gonna be really special. Please join us. Again, $5 tickets at dantepfer.com/TIX. And before Saturday and before next Monday, as usual, hope you stay healthy. Hope your family and loved ones and friends stay healthy. And take care. Bye-bye, guys.